Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to ExceedingTV. I'm Reek.
And I'm Christy Elaine.
Christy Elaine. You're so cute. You look so cute, sister.
I'm reading it tonight.
Redding it out. Period. We got the jackets
I'm
going
not like
on.
a blood and nothing like that. The blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus. I know it was blood. I know it was. Hey! Hallelujah. Okay.
The blood of Jesus.
Blood
It's for
of
a reason
Jesus.
tonight, though, y'all.
Okay, yes. It is. We're going to get into that later. But we've been gone for a minute.
Oh, child. We've been...
Life been lifing.
It's been life.
God put that last episode on hold.
Yeah.
I was trying to upload that thing for 7 whole days.
Yeah.
And it did not upload until Friday morning. Because he knew if it uploaded
any
sooner, I was going to try to record this episode. Yeah, he was like, no. Gotta get some stuff in order. We're going to talk about that tonight. Because tonight's episode is... I got nails!
I hope y'all don't see my nails. Man, these things done. You want to see?
Why did you do that? Tonight's episode is...
I'm ready to get,
baby.
Ready to get.
Tonight's episode is... You have a choice.
Oh, no.
But you have to choose. That was a dramatic pause. You have a choice. You do. You have one. But you have to choose.
Let's go.
My Lord, a snapping turtle. Don't you ate me up. He ate me up. Boy, he emotional damage. You have a choice.
Yeah.
But you have to choose. And basically, the boil down of that, what God told me is, you either choose me. Your choices are always between me and the world. Every choice that you make, the root of that choice is either you're going to choose me or you're going to choose the world. Even little simple things, because it's like, do you stop to ask me if you should do that? Are you going to choose me? Are you going to choose, I can do what I want. What must be? I'm 7 times 3, 21. I'm 18 years old. I do what I want. Are you going to choose me or the world? Christy Elaine.
I'm just a poster child.
Absolutely. Always. I love you.
I'm just a poster child for this stuff. This
baby.
stuff is like,
Boop, 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 boop. That's what I felt like. Yeah. Come on.
Well,
let's get into it.
It's definitely, I mean, you're definitely right. There's only 2 choices.
Mm-hmm.
You either gonna choose God's way, or you gonna choose
your way.
And me,
hot gonna miss
me. I'm gonna talk about me, but I have had this lesson to definitely come up in my life. I'm gonna say, like the Bible says, you can't be lukewarm.
Yeah, absolutely.
You either hot or you either cold.
Revelation 3.
You either gonna choose God's will or you gonna choose your will.
Yeah, but you have a will.
And you have a will, and He gives us free choice.
Free will. You have free will.
He gives us free choice to make those decisions.
Absolutely.
That's why it's so important. If we can back up 2 seconds, getting that. The 3-dimensional man, getting your spirit, your soul, and your body aligned. Yeah. Because what I'm finding out is that if they are not aligned, you're definitely going to make your choice. Yeah. You're definitely going to lean more.
You're going to lean more. Yes.
On your choice, your will, instead of God's choice and God's will.
Absolutely.
And we found that out last week about that soulless realm. If you're not renewing that mind.
Yeah.
Because that's where the choices is going to be made.
I mean, yes.
It's going to be made right
it's gonna
there.
Sway. Like
in that soulless that your mind is going to say, you know what? It ain't going to hurt to do that. Yeah. Well, it ain't going to hurt to say that. It ain't going to hurt to go there. It ain't going to hurt to just go ahead and just don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't even think about it. Come on.
And so
you downplay it. Your will downplays a lot of things. And that's how I feel like God like maximize like, oh no, it's only one choice. Truly.
Right. It's
like because you're trying to put like a whole bunch of choices, like, oh, it's this. But the meat of that thing is
you trying to
choose me or yourself.
You're gonna and you're gonna make that choice. And when we find out that soulless realm, your mind. Yes. And that's where it starts. Yeah. And for me, I look at it, well, I done did it before, I ain't died. So
come on.
Let me try it again.
Please be honest.
Let me try it again.
Please be honest.
But what I'm realizing is I did die.
A little bit. Yeah, your spirit died a little bit.
Right. I didn't die like a graveyard because I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I didn't die a graveyard.
But that spirit?
But I definitely died. A part of me definitely died in making some decisions and some choices that was not of God. Yeah. Not even thinking. I'm reading a book right now and I picked it up. I've been had this book for a minute. And it's about prayer. And I got this book a minute. The transparent moment at our bookstore, and I got the book and I sat it down, and because I was actually reading like another book, and Holy Spirit this morning I was cleaning off our little desk area, and the Holy Spirit brought my attention to this book. I was like, "Oh, this book been sitting here for a minute. Let me open this book up." So I did. I opened it up and I started reading it, and I was like, "Wow." Like, God, this is really where I'm at now with prayer. Yeah. This is really where I'm at with prayer. But I said that to say this right here. One of the things in the book that she talked about was that how do you pray to God? Like, we had this lesson. We had this lesson about them in the synagogue. Like, we had these lessons about them praying and how you should pray. But it was one thing I highlighted. It stuck out to me. And she said, how did she put it? She said the question was asked and like her youth Bible study thing one time when she was a little girl. And one of the questions asked, well, how do I pray? Like how do I pray? How do I pray to God? Yeah. And
valid question.
People was going around the table, they was saying little stuff, but she was like, it's just like talking to him. Yeah. So I said that to say this right here. When you get ready to make those choices, what I'm finding out is that, Christy, stop. Let's talk to the Lord. Because one of the things she said in the book was, it's just a dialogue. Prayer is a dialogue.
Yeah. It's a relationship.
As I'm talking, he talking. Right. Yes. She said that word. She said it's a relationship. Yes. I talk, he talk. He talks, I talk. We go back and forth, we dialogue with each other. That's the same thing when you get ready to make these choices. Yes. You got to have that dialogue. That relationship with the Lord. Because I'm telling you that first. Right now, I'm telling you right this very second. Right now, if you don't, you're going to find yourself in some ridiculous, one of my favorite words, in some ridiculous situations, some unnecessary situations, some frustrating situations that you shouldn't even be in, because all you had to do was simply stop for just a second and say, God, check this out. Here it is. Can I pursue? Can I pursue, Lord? And wait for his response on the pursuitness of whatever it is.
Because it was guaranteed victory on the end of that go.
Guaranteed victory. If you will ask him. Yeah. Because what I'm finding out is that a lot of stuff in the last couple of weeks. Here we go. We still on these last couple of months for me. We told it. I thank God. I
absolutely.
I'm sorry, but I thank God now. So, but I thank God for the last couple of months. I did it
Yeah.
first. I did it first. I was like, God, you hate me. Like, I really
got
said
to
man, hate me.
listen.
Really, like, I know you say you don't hate, but it's giving hate to me. Like, you really don't like me, do you?
I was like,
but what I had to
soldier?
find out, that, and oh God, I'm getting there.
Come on, period.
I ain't where I was last week.
That's all that matters.
Step just a little bit farther. But I had to realize that a lot of things, we say those 2 months, we'll say a little bit longer now. I'm just going to pilot it 2 months.
Yeah.
Those 2 months were unnecessary.
Absolutely.
They were unnecessary. And they were unnecessarily because I didn't make a choice. I didn't make the right choice.
Okay.
I decided to make my choice.
You were making a lot of choices, but it just wasn't the right choice.
I was definitely making a lot of choices.
A lot of choices. There's a lot of stuff going on.
But it just wasn't the right choice. And it wasn't the right choice because I never brought God in.
Yes. Okay.
I never consulted. I never said, God, can I pursue?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Not one time. Transparent moment.
Yeah.
Not one time. Not one time did I say, God, can I pursue?
Yeah.
Not one time.
Ooh.
So there was choices that was made.
Yeah.
They just wasn't the right choice.
They weren't the right
so
choice.
That's what it put me in some frustrating moments. It put me in some crying moments.
Yeah.
It put me in some unnecessary moments. It put me there. All because I didn't make the right choice. And that was the choice to choose God and say, hey, can I pursue? Should I pursue? Should I wait?
Yes. What should I do?
Should I be patient?
Absolutely. Or shall I go?
It doesn't even necessarily means that. Thank you, Lord. It doesn't even necessarily means that. Okay, let's say you got this situation. Here it is. We'll use this for an example. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't have the car. It's just not. It just may not be his right timing for it.
Yes,
because he may have. I like to use me for an example. When I got my car, I was like, Lord, what's up? What's good? What's good now?
What's good?
What's up?
What it is?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And
one day I was sitting at my desk at work, at homework. And I heard the Lord say, pursue. I'm like, nah.
What you say?
Like, nah. Now when I asked you, I was on the go. I was on the go.
Man.
I can let's do it out. I was on the go.
Yeah.
But you want me to do it now when things ain't really
it ain't giving.
It ain't really giving.
It's not giving right now.
You say, yeah,
perfect.
Now's the time.
That's perfect.
Now's the time. I said, now this time. But I made the choice to obey.
Yeah.
Got up, got to work, went to the dealership, was in there probably an hour. I would say probably an hour. Walked out, exactly what I wanted. Walked out I didn't have to pay no money.
Yeah.
Give me my keys. Bam, I'm gone.
The door.
And I'm gonna say, it seemed like it was less than that, but I'm gonna say in 2 hours I was gone.
Yeah.
Who goes to the dealership
and
for a car process and be gone in 2 hours?
Nobody.
I don't care. I don't care if you got a 9,000 credit score.
Come on.
You
gotta be in there for a little minute.
It's gonna take no time to paperwork. But God had already taken care of that.
Yeah. See,
if I would have did it when I wanted to do it,
then
I probably would have spent more.
Yeah.
I probably would have I don't know, maybe I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
All of that could have took into play.
Yeah.
But I told God, this is what I want. He said, okay, chill out. I'm like, okay, now come on now.
Hey, man.
Come on now.
I'm gonna chill out, but like,
come on now.
You like.
But I thank God because that's an example of me making the right choice.
Yeah.
I got what I wanted. And I hassle free.
Absolutely.
Hassle. That was the most hassleless free. And I done bought plenty cars.
Yeah.
That's the most hassleless free situation I have ever been with in a dealership.
Yeah.
Ever been with. To think of going to a dealership just cringes me. I hate going because
they just do too much.
They just do too much. They gotta leave. They gotta come
back.
They gotta go. They gotta leave. They gotta come back. They gotta go
what
there
you got?
You got a lot of payment. Like she's a female, so we gonna jack this up here. We gonna do this here. And they tried it, but God was already in it.
Yeah.
Because they came back. I said no. They just looked at me like, yeah. I said, no. All right, fine. I just get my keys, my purse, like get in the car that I came in.
And go.
And go. I get in the car that I came
Thank
in.
You. Appreciate it.
Because I know what God told me
at
home earlier that day.
Yeah.
No, you're going to get this. This is what it's going to be. This is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm expecting. I was firm. I was set on that.
Yeah.
So I sat in that chair on my phone, probably on Facebook, wherever I was on. And they come at, well, Miss Them, no, I want that. You don't want? No, I don't. No. Okay. But when I want that. And when I saw it,
I knew it.
I said, I want that. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
But God, I had to wait on him.
Yeah.
I had to wait. So that's what I said. That to say this. It doesn't necessarily mean that whatever the choice that you wanting to, whatever the situation that's presented in front of you, that you got to make the choice on.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily mean that that's not for you. It just may not be for you right now.
Yeah.
It might not be the right timing for it right now.
Yeah.
God may have to develop the situation. Like he may have to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
In order to get to where you need to get. So that's why he say, wait a minute, choose me.
Yeah.
I can see up the road way further ahead than you can see up the road. Choose me. I know what's up there.
Lord.
I know what's up there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't have the thing.
Yeah.
It has to be the right timing for the thing.
Yeah.
For situation, circumstance, I don't know, whatever it is. It may not just be the right timing for it.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to choose him.
Yes, because it's like, and really like tapping in and being open to hear.
Oh, absolutely.
Being open.
That's the main ingredient.
Hear.
That's the main ingredient.
Available to hear. Cause
how many times God has told you something and you just be like, did I hear that? Oh, I ain't hear that.
Like, oh, girl.
Like, how many times have that happened?
A lot.
Because he's talking.
A lot. He is all the time.
He's definitely talking.
Absolutely. And it's just like, and I think what it is like, it's that check the source. Because I had a little situation with my choices this last week. It was a rough week, okay? It was quite the rough week. Because what the Holy Spirit had to reveal to me is that I was having a wilderness experience. You did it.
Oh, so I'm hearing this for the first time too, y'all.
I was having a wilderness experience.
Okay.
What happened was the enemy was telling me my promises in my ear, and I was going to mess up. Like Jesus, he was like, if you're the Son of Man, jump off this cliff. He gonna save you. You feel me? Play on my top. It's the promises, right?
Definitely, yeah.
It's the promises. It's stuff that I've heard before. It's stuff that he's told me before. I know that the Lord has told me these things before. But what I did not know was the source of who was telling me these things. So what happened was this is going on. This conversation that I'm believing is confirmation. This is what I should do. And then God had to come and say, that's not it. And I had a choice to make. I had a very big choice to make. And I'm going to be honest. For about 24 hours, I made the wrong choice. I did. I was very upset. I was I was upset. That's just a transparent moment. I was very upset. And what I had to do was I had to take that to God. I'm like, God, I'm kind of upset with you right now. Like, and I don't really know how to explain it because I know that there's nothing for me to be upset with you about, but I have to be honest. I'm upset with you right now. Like, because I think that what had happened is that's really what it was. Like, it was really like that was what I was hearing. I was hearing what God said that I could have and what I could do. But I didn't take the time to check the source. So it was a whole thing. And of course, the Lord gonna use my sister. So she's like talking to me, and I'm just like, I'm getting angry. Like I'm feeling myself getting upset. I was getting very angry, and I was getting very frustrated because it was kind of just like, it felt like another brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I did. I felt that, but I don't leave you alone.
It felt like another brick wall. It felt like another door slammed. It felt like another slap in the face. Like it just felt like that. It just, because what you didn't know when you were talking to me, and it was like, I wasn't upset with you.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, what you didn't know is what was playing in my head for the last week was just like, this is what you said I can have. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the Holy Spirit really, like, I got off the phone, and I swear, I got off the phone with you, and I got off. I think I went to sleep at 5:45. I woke up at 7:53 the next morning. Like I slept from 5:45 to 7:53. And it was kind of just like, before I actually went to sleep, it was like, I told God, like, I'm just like, God, I'm upset right now. Like, I'm upset. Like I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm like, I don't know. Like now I'm confused. And I know now I'm sitting here because I had my mind made up that this is what God, it was God's words. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was God's words, but that goes to show you the importance of how much you need to study your enemy, like your enemy study you. Because the enemy knew what God promised me too. Absolutely. And he used that thing, and I'm talking about had me wrapped up tight cocoon. Like I was wrapped up, decided everything. And the Holy Spirit told me to go back and watch, check your posture and check the source. I said, okay, God, which one first? He said, check your posture. And that was before I went to sleep. And I was just like, I'm just exhausted. I had literally exhausted. Like I was physically exhausted. Like that's how angry I was. Like I slept from 5:45 to 7 o'clock the next morning. I didn't go use the bathroom. I didn't eat. I didn't drink anything. I did nothing but I just laid down. And it was just like, I'm just like, God, I'm frustrated. Like I had to realize that instead of internalizing that, I had to choose to take that to him. Hey God, look, this is how I feel. Right. Like this is a real thing. Like this is really happening. Like I can't pretend. I can't fool you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I had shut down completely because it was just like, I know what God told me. And for the last week, I had made up my mind. And it was so crazy when I went to go watch Check the Posture. I think it was Check Your Posture, or I don't know which one, but you said that. You was like, you know it's you talking when you just like, yep, I decided. Like, yep, that's it. Like, all of that had slipped my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember none of that. I was watching the episodes like, you funny. Like, you real. Because he was just like, maybe if you hear you say it, maybe it'll, because I can't talk to you right now. Your posture's wrong. I can't talk to you. I can't say anything to you. Like I can't feed anything into your spirit because your spirit is disturbed right now, and that's okay. That's okay because you brought it to me. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you what happened. And that's what he told me. You had a wilderness experience. Like the enemy really told you everything that you wanted to hear and was about to make you prematurely walk into something that I did not have prepared for you. I didn't say that you could have it. Right. It's just not prepared for you right now. It's not right. It's not ready. It's still baking. Thank you, God. It's still baking right now. I didn't say you could have it. You're right. My promises are yes and amen. You're 100% right because that essentially was my God. You told me that I can do this. You told me I could have that. You see me, don't you? You see me frustrated, right? You see me aggravated, right? And you told, and the more aggravated I got, the more the enemy was just like, yeah, that's what he said. He said you can, yeah. I didn't realize it at the time, but that's what was going on. It was like that frustration on top of it was just like, I was about to make a mistake. And God, with his gracious, I love him so much. He sent a representation. He sent a vessel to me to tell me, hey, no, you got this. It's not punishment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I heard you. Like my spirit heard you. My body didn't hear you. My spirit heard you because I can tell you everything that you said to me. Right now, I can tell you everything that you said to me on that phone. I heard every single thing that you said to me. Mm-hmm. But at the time, it was just like, I don't want to hear that. And I told him, I don't want to hear that. Right. Like, I don't hear that. Because now I feel played. Like, right. Now I feel played. And I really had to genuinely go to God. And that was a choice that I made. And that was a choice I had to make. Because I had one or two options. I could have just said, well, you said yes and amen. You said all things. I could have did that. All things work together for you good. Ain't like that. Just I struggle a little bit. That's okay. Or I could slow down. I could just slow down. And it's just like, God, I don't want to slow down because you know how I feel. And as that 24 hours progressed, as that 24 hours progressed, and I started to think about it, I was like, my posture is wrong. And not only is my posture wrong, my thought process about what's actually happening is wrong. Because for God to come back around and tell me to go watch them 2 episodes and me to just be looking at them just like aha moment after aha moment after aha moment, it's like, have you lied, Sin? Have you lied ever? Like, have you ever let me down? Have you ever let me down? Have you ever done something to hurt me? Have you ever, like, you said it. You said, Reek. Just like how, like, you said you like for me to correct you because it gives you a second chance. Mm-hmm. Stop and think about the correction I just gave you. Mm-hmm. I need you to stop because you are about to make a mistake. Mm-hmm. You're about to make a mistake that you may not die in, but you will struggle in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So which one would you like? Mm. Would you like the clear path or the hard path? Because even when it's hard over here, it's still clear because I'm going to go before you. Even when there's obstacles over here, I'm still going to go before you. So even if it looks hard, it's not going to be hard because if you give it to me, if you choose me, all those obstacles are going to be your testimony and I'm going to clear them out your way. Or you could just go through the obstacles by yourself. Yeah. And I can offer you grace.
Grace and consequences.
Consequences. Grace and consequences. But you have some grace.
Grace is that I'm there with you.
I'm there with you. But it's going to be harder. Yeah. It's going to take longer. It's going to be, right. It's not ready yet. The cake ain't ready.
Raise my hand.
The cake's not ready yet.
Raise my hand.
It's still batter in the middle. It looked done on the outside. The edges is crusting up. Mm-hmm. But it's not done on the inside. And you don't know that until you cut in it. Mm-hmm. Until you disturb it. You disturb its environment. Because you got to take it out the oven. You got to let it cool down. Look how much time you wasting. Okay. You got to take it out the oven. Let it cool down. Flip it over. Look how long it takes you to flip that cake over just for you to realize it's not ready. Because you ain't going to poke it. Because you're not thinking. You're not thinking of the steps. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I poked it and showed you, hey, it's not done yet. Now, will you choose to believe me? If I tell you something, will you believe me?
I'm gone.
If I tell you something, will you believe me?
I'm out the door. I'm gone.
You said that in the episode. If I tell you, said, I don't know why I feel this. You said it. You was like, I don't know why I feel this in my spirit. But I just heard the Holy Spirit say, if I tell you something, will you believe me? Mm-hmm. And it was just like, God was like, go watch it. I told you something. Will you believe me? Will you change your mind? Will you correct your posture? So I can do it? Because if you do it, baby, I got to take you through the consequences.
Absolutely. Please don't do that.
I got to.
Please don't do that.
You got to understand.
Please don't do that.
You got to understand. Listen, you got to understand. I know you know me. I know you know. You got to understand that I got to take you through them consequences before you can get to what I could have easily walked you through.
Right, before you can get to the promise.
I could have walked you through that. Would you choose me? That's what he had to tell me. And it's like, I'm sitting there.
But you know what? It's because we as humans, I put it like this.
Human beings.
We as human beings, don't like, as they say, we're a microwave generation.
Yes, microwave generation. Now.
But I think, oh God.
Come on.
I'm getting delivered tonight. Y'all, I'm going to come up out of this. I'm getting delivered.
Hey, man.
But I think if we can get the understanding of the three-dimensional man.
Come on. Really?
And realize that you are not a human being.
No.
But you are a spirit.
You are a spirit.
First. You are a spirit. Because
an earth suit.
Because the human, right, because the human side of you would say, the human side of me say,
yeah.
She said it. It looks good.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It's fine.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
I just cut around that knowing.
I turned it into a butt cake.
looking at it and knowing that it's not done.
Come on.
With the physical eye.
With your natural eyes.
With your natural eyeballs.
It's not done.
You're looking at an undone cake in the middle.
But guess what? The edges.
But we will compromise and say, I'll just cut this.
It's just
out,
a little part that's not done.
And put the undone part over here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and celebrate. But if you look at it, that cake looks retarded. Where you gonna put that at? Where you gonna put that at? Where you gonna definitely have to eat that behind closed doors.
Baby, who's eating it besides you?
Exactly.
Come on, say that. Who's eating it besides you?
Eat that behind closed doors. You is not gonna take that to the church function.
No.
They talking about, yeah, y'all. This
it was just undone in the middle, but I just cut that part out.
We're not gonna take that to the birthday party.
You're not doing it. You're not taking that to your job for the potluck. You're not doing it.
I said, I'm gonna make your cake for your 30th.
Get somebody else. And you bring an undone cake with a hole in the middle.
With a hole in the middle.
You trying to kill me.
That's not presentable. So, but that's what we do as humans.
Absolutely.
As the human side of us.
Yes.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
God can be saved. You can be good and saved.
Come on. Can't wait.
Speaking in tongue, all that.
Patience
and still sit back and say, but it's all right if I just take this meat out and then just
because if I put the icing on it,
go in this corner and eat this other little piece.
If I put the icing on it, maybe they can't tell.
Dressing it up.
It's a bundt cake now. I'm gonna turn it into a bundt cake. Dress it up. You take away the value, the full value. You don't get the full value of the middle of the cake. Right. You took that part out.
And we don't, and that's why I say I believe it would get a whole lot easier if we understood that we are a spirit first. A spirit, God is a spirit.
Yes.
So if he's a spirit,
he made us in his image.
So therefore we have the same likeness.
Yeah.
We on one accord. We're in the spirit of
unity. Period.
We understand each other's language.
By the spirit.
I understand what he's telling me. So that enemy, when that enemy comes and says, because the enemy, he would do that.
Yeah,
and what,
that was
and
real
what,
good.
And what he's doing is, I saw that. I wish I'm seeing a passage in the Bible about that. I'm seeing something else, but my mind wants to say about the boy with the lunatic spirit that was jumping in and out the fire. But the enemy will come to you with what God has told you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And God did tell you that.
He did.
But what he does is because he's a deceiver.
Deception. I was very much deceived.
He's a dummy.
Absolutely.
He's an idiot. He's all those things I call him. That's what I call him. He's all those things. But he comes to prematurely make you jump.
Come on.
He prematurely wants you to jump. It's not that God is not going to give you those things. He said it.
He told.
His word is his word. His promise is his promise.
It will not return unto him void.
And what it says about the promises is
yes and amen.
No, to the end.
He that, what is it? He'll finish it to Jesus. He that began a good work in you,
right,
will finish it to Jesus Christ.
Right.
Nigga.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. That's done.
But with the enemy, because the enemy knows,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows God,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows how God get down.
Absolutely.
He'll bring you what God said.
Uh-huh.
But what he'll do is he'll just
push you over. Yeah.
And then next thing you know,
I'm out.
You went to some consequences.
Come on. And then now,
and then you looking like,
God.
But God, you said
that's what you said.
And God sit back saying, I said that. I just said not yet.
Come on.
I said not yet.
And you didn't ask because you knew. And see, that's why the deception was so, that thing, I was deep.
Yeah, he had you in chokehold.
Oh, I was in.
I just left you alone. Because one thing I know about you going to go to the Lord at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was like, I knew that's what it said. And I think that was like, that was the best. That's how you had to get me. You had to come at me that way.
Yeah.
Because you know me. You know what kind of relationship that me and the Lord have. Because I am going to do what thus says the Lord. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you had to come at me with something he already said. Because I didn't question that. I'm like, oh God, it's time. The seed. Like, oh, it's time? Like, is that what this means? Like, it's time? And it's just like, when you had to come to me, I was just like, what? When you deceive, you're the last person to know.
You're the last person to know.
You're the last person to know.
So is. You just
that you deceive. So in my mind, I think I'm standing on the promises of God. And the enemy has, if you're the son of man, come off. Turn this rock into some prematurely. It wasn't time.
On this, please.
It wasn't time for you to turn. It wasn't time for you to do that. And it's just like, it was a brick wall. Like it was. I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. I'm like, God, I'm mad at you right now. Like, why did you let me fully process that thought all the way out? Why did you stop me before this point? And he said, why you didn't ask me before this point? Right. You still gotta ask me. Right. When the thought comes up, submit it to me. I could have told you, no, baby. That ain't it. But that's what you wanted. And he gave you what you wanted. You were the rabbit, he gave you the carrot. And he just wrapped that carrot in what I already told you. Mm-hmm. And because you do stand on what I told you, he got you. Yep. You believe me when I told you that you could have this and you're going to do this, and you believe me. So he wrapped it in that because he knew that you believed me. Right. That's how I can deceive you. That's how I can prematurely, because that's the only way you can prematurely do anything is if you actually believe what God said. Right. In order to prematurely get pushed into the promise, you have to believe that the promise that God gave you. So now it's just a matter of waiting on the Lord. Now it's a matter of getting the can I pursue. Right. Now it's just a matter of that. So if I can tell you, oh yeah, it's time now. That's how I can just push you over. And then to get that correction, and I'm just like, that's not what I was expecting. That wasn't what I thought my problem was. That wasn't, and I didn't tell you that because I couldn't say anything. I was angry. I was so angry, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I went to sleep for how many hours is that? Like, that's more than 12 hours.
A long time.
That's more than 12. My body was tired within that short amount of time. Like, literally, that short. We was on the phone for what? 15, 20 minutes. That 15, 20 minutes exhausted me for 14 hours. Like, I couldn't cry. I was crying on the phone. After I got off, it was just like, I thought I was just going to have this like release of like emotions. And it was just like, no, I'm just tired. Like, it just felt like a wall. It was just a wall. Like, I'm just like, and God is just like, okay, you're not in the right posture. Let me send you to get your posture back in check. Like, because that's what I designed for these episodes to do. Like, they for you too. Like, they for you first. But when it's time for you to go, I need you to go back, because it is going to be those times. We were talking about that. We was like, you was like, what's this week's episode? And I told you, and you was like, what's going on this week? I said, girl, I just had to go back to check your posture. Like, that was a month ago. Like, these things. But it's just like,
Like it ain't a one take.
It ain't one take Drake. We want to take Drake. But these lessons, this life that we're living, you need that. You need that word from God. And I'm grateful that some of the words that we get from God are recorded.
Yeah. You can go back and watch
we can roll back and watch it and be like, hey, yeah, that was me. Like I'm looking at it and I didn't even recognize myself. I'm just like, how did I end up here? You've been deceived. Let me tell you how you've been deceived. Now you're ready. Because now you see the difference in what you look like when you were talking about it then versus now. I couldn't talk to you earlier. I couldn't talk to you last night. I couldn't. You weren't understanding me. You weren't hearing me. You were in the wrong posture. You were angry. I can't talk to you angry because you're going to filter everything that I say through emotions, and I'm not an emotional guy. I need to get you out your emotions first. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that process of just like watching that deception, like. It made me righteously mad. Like it really did. Like it made me like, you played in my face. I don't like that. You played in my face. And I know you're not gonna stop playing in my face, but you're gonna stop playing in my face with this particular situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like them steps of like submit everything. Submit everything. Like, stop there. Just whatever, anything after every. Like, you really have to do that. And I thought that I understood that, and I didn't. Yeah. I didn't. Like, you need to submit because I was going to premature. I was going to mess up. Yeah. Oh, 100%. That was done. That was a done thing. You hear me? I thank God for being so gracious and so understanding and loving on me like that. I do. I thank God for that correction. I do. I thank God. I thank God for his patience with me because I wasn't very patient with him. Like, I'm like, oh no, that just made me upset. Like, I was mad. And before I went to sleep, it's almost like he just put me to sleep. Like just go to sleep because you finna do something real crazy. You finna say something really stupid. Like, your mom said, carry your butt. And that's literally what happened because when you called me, I was still at work. You were off. I still had like an hour and a half on my shift. Oh, I'm like, God, I am very upset with you right now. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I'm not very happy. Like, I want to flip all this stuff over. Like, I don't want to hear no script. I don't want to hear none of that. I am done. I almost didn't care about these consequences. I literally was like, so I'm just gonna be stuck here forever. And he was like, go to sleep. Like, girl, shut up. Real stupid right now. Shit. Did you not hear? You ain't hear nothing. You ain't hear nothing that was just said to you, right? Like, you ain't hear nothing. Go to sleep. Like, that's literally what it felt. Because it was just like, I literally said that. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going to be stuck here forever, huh? That's crazy. Like, you're crazy. You're nuts. You're nuts. You're nuts. And it wasn't until the next day when I got my posture correct. And I'm like, all right, God, check this out. My bad. Oh, like, that's it. Now be for real now. Come on. We finna stop this right now. Come on now. Be for real. No. Yes. No. Very much so. A lot. A whole bunch. Because I had a lot of things. I said a lot. I had a couple things to repent. I did. But I did. I did. And I realized what was going on. And you know what happened? God be guided. Okay? Everything turned. Like, everything shifted. And that situation that frustrated me has not frustrated me since I repented. And I was just like, you know what, God? Bet that up. All right, cool. And I was like, I'm just sitting there. It's my job, y'all. We're gonna talking in code. It's my job. Okay. But it was just like every call, every person that I speak with, the interactions got better. Like, and then when the interactions weren't that good, I just prayed for them. And I was just like, God, I just want you to move in their life. I don't know if they know you or not. I don't know if they're aware of you or not. But, and that actually fell in my spirit today. I was like, I would rather pray for somebody and God's hand to be tied for whatever reason than to miss an opportunity to pray for them. Mm-hmm. And so every person that I talked to today, every situation that was brought to me, I just prayed for their situation. And I woke up this morning and I told God that I said, God, I want to be a help today. Like, show me how I can help somebody.
Right.
Today.
I'm telling you, that works. Folks.
Show me how I can help somebody
works.
today.
I'm a big
God
firm believer on that.
Show
if
me.
If you would just, God had to tell me that this week. He told me that this week. Mm-hmm. He said, if you would look at this different.
Mm-hmm. If you would just change your mind.
If you would just change your mind and how you're looking at some situations, mm-hmm. I guarantee you
the whole thing will turn.
It's going to turn for you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I have started doing. And I'm telling you, mm-hmm.
It's life changing.
It's life changing.
That's a testimony. It's life changing. Because I woke up and I was like, God, I want to be a help today. Yeah. I want to. You gave me an understanding about praying for people that aren't in your vicinity.
Right.
You had to have given me that for a reason.
Right.
I just never used it.
You can be praying for somebody way over there. You don't never have to lay hands.
You don't never have to lay hands on them, but you are a spirit mm-hmm. first. Mm-hmm. And you are spirit and they are spirit. Whether they know that they are spirit or not, mm-hmm. they are still a spirit. Mm-hmm. And you can be over here and you can pray for them over there.
Right. You don't have to touch them.
And you don't even have to touch them. And I never brought that to work. Mm-hmm.
I told you have to change your mindset.
I never brought
the way you look at it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I've been there, done that.
Listen,
I've been there, done that. And once I realized that, Christy, change your mindset.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to hear that.
Change your mindset on how you think about what you're doing, how you're doing. Change your mind. And I saw the difference. I saw the relief. Uh-huh. I saw the joy.
Yeah.
I saw the pleasure.
Today,
I saw that.
Today was different. Like, it was different because this happened. That was Monday and Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I wasn't feeling it. Monday and Tuesday it was dead. That was dead. But Wednesday, today is Thursday. Wednesday, I noticed, I'm like, this wasn't that bad today.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't that bad. So when I woke up this morning, I said, okay, God, how do you want to use me today? And that's what fell in my spirit. I'd rather pray for somebody mm-hmm. and your hands be tied.
That's always in my prayer.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just missing an opportunity. And so every opportunity I got, whether I was scrolling through Facebook and somebody was just like, oh, my brother passed away. Mm-hmm. I began to pray for them. Mm-hmm. Like, really, like,
sincerely. Put your mind, what is it? Think on these things.
Think on these things.
Put your mind, set your affections.
Because he took me to Colossians. Yeah, set your affections on things above and not on things of the
right. Set your affections on things that really does matter. That really does matter. That all that other stuff that you got going on, that stuff that got you sick, got you tired, got you aggravated, got you frustrated. Those things don't matter.
And you want to know why they don't? And they don't. And you want to know why they don't matter? Because they in my hands.
Right.
And if you leave them in my hands and you let me finish baking the cake,
right,
then you get the finished product. It don't matter. Right. It doesn't matter because I control all this. And if I gave you a promise, I'm going to complete that thing. Mm-hmm. So you don't need to worry about the when. You don't need to worry about the how. You don't need to worry about anything. But what do I need you for today? Right. What do I need you for today?
I'm a big stickler on that. That's real talk, y'all. I'm a big stickler on that. That ain't word. That's always in my prayer. I always ask God, I want to be a help mm-hmm. and not a hindrance.
And I always hear you say that. And I think that it's just like we pick and choose. We choose where we want to say that sometimes. Because that's why with ministry, with my family, with my friends, that's easy to say. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to be a help. Of course, absolutely.
But you don't think about that thing that you don't really like.
That you don't really like that much? That thing that you really ain't, it ain't given? Can you say you want to be? It ain't given. It's not giving. That thing you don't like? Are you still gonna do it? If I tell you to be a help in that thing you don't like,
right.
are you still gonna do it? You have a choice to make. But you have to choose. And what you don't realize is that when you don't choose me, immediately, when you don't choose me, first of all, if you don't bring it to me from the tip out, you chose. You chose already.
Right.
You seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
And I do the adding.
You do the seeking, I do the adding. You do the seeking, I do the adding. When you don't seek me first, I can't add nothing to you.
Right.
The world adds stuff to you. Frustration, irritation, anger, all of these things that I told you not to be. Yeah. I told you not to do that. Be ye angry, but sin not. I told you not to do that. Be slow to wrath, slow to anger. I told you not to do that. That's foolish. Those are foolish things. And I can't touch those things. So I can't add. And all I want to do is add. I gave you free will, but I gave you these promises. I gave you these benefits. It's benefits to serving God. There's benefits in this thing. And a lot of people don't like to talk about the benefits. They just like, oh no, you're not supposed to do it. You're doing it for. But no, baby.
I'm in it for the benefits.
I'm in it for the bennies. Like what that benefit package.
I'm sorry.
World,
the Bible is full of benefits.
Come on, world. What your benefit package look like?
The Bible is full of.
It's you can flip
you ain't finna have no terminal sickness and you gonna go get a job that ain't got no insurance.
They ain't got no insurance. You in it for the benefit.
You in it for the benefit.
My Lord.
$2 a day.
Come on.
If that benefit package is benefiting, you gonna get that
because you need it.
Because
I need them.
Those are benefits.
God, I need that protection. I need you to be my strong tower.
Yeah.
I need you to.
Is full of benefits.
Yeah, I need you to do that. I need you to see me. Like I need you to hear me. I need that.
Yeah.
That's a benefit to me. Like, and it's just like those benefits keep you before God if you know that they're yours. Mm-hmm. If you know that these things can be yours, these benefits can be yours, but you have to seek me first. You have to. You got to choose me. Like, because I'm not going to make you choose. That's why I gave you free will. I'm not going to make you. Now, I got some grace for you. Thank God we don't live in the Old Testament, because baby, stone her. Like, stone her right now.
Yeah,
cut her head off right now. Put her in jail right now. Throw her in the furnace right now. Like, take her out the pit, not the palace, the pit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for grace, but grace only gonna, the consequences still.
Right, you still got them consequences.
The consequences still gonna consequent, baby. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna be there with you in them consequences. But guess what? Now you were frustrated because it was taking too long, and now how long you think it's gonna take now? You mad because it's taking too long? How long you think them consequences go add on? How much you?
Good night, y'all. I'm gone.
How long you think them consequences gonna tack on there?
Good night, y'all.
You've been waiting blah 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 years, blah 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 months, blah 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 weeks. Oh, Chrissy said something pissed me off so bad. She said, "You've been saying this since I met you. Why didn't it happen yet?" I was like, "I'll put you in your mouth right now." Oh, I wanted to hit her. Why they haven't yet? Oh, that pissed me off. I wanted to hang up that phone so bad. The Lord was like, "You better not." I was angry with God. Hang up the phone, cause I pay this phone bill. It was like Reed was saying, "Girl, you pay your phone bill. You ain't gotta listen to this." And God was like, "You better not. You better not." And I just sat there. She was like, "I can't hear you if you're talking." I'm not talking. I can't. You
quiet.
You can't hear me because I'm not talking to you right now. You done pissed me off. Like, I'm upset. But it was. The consequences gonna make this last way longer.
Right. Absolutely.
It was gonna make it last way longer.
I try to tell you, you know my motto. Don't do as I do.
Baby, listen.
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, and I was
dying. You see where I'm at right now. off of a consequence because I didn't choose the Lord and to wait. And I have been doing this for years and years and years.
To figure out
and just get to the back end and be like,
that's all
what you talking about, Lord.
That's what you want me to do?
I should have did that 30 some years ago.
Did that.
I'm telling you,
I could have been did that. You frustrated. God be like, you frustrated with me. You need to be frustrated with yourself. You need to be trying to figure out what you need to do.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it your posture? Miss Posture?
No,
posture. Is it your posture?
Posture.
I said it in the episode. God, he had told me. He literally had said it. You act like I didn't give you that job. I don't like that. And then if that thing doubled back around, that thing slapped me in the face as soon as I heard me say it, and I was just like, "Oh, you funny, huh? So you got jokes, so you got a sense of humor. You like to play little games,
yeah, he do,
huh? You want me to come? You want me to say?" And it was just like I looked at myself, and I couldn't do nothing but repent. I'm like, God, that definitely ain't me today. It's not. That was me a month ago, for sure. But today, this last couple months, these last couple weeks, because it started like 2 weeks ago. It was just like, oh, this is it. It's done. But
see, and I think what a lot of frustration comes in is that a person, I'm saying this right here, a believer thinks that it's literally a one take drink. I'm gonna deal with this. I'm gonna get over it, and it's never gonna double back.
It's not gonna because I overcome it.
That's why he says. That's why he says in his word that you got to renew your mind daily. So it doesn't mean because you had that issue 2 weeks ago that it wasn't gonna come up 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But where we have to eventually get ourselves to is this right here. Is that when it happened 2 weeks ago, you got the aha moment. When it happened 2 weeks down the road, you got to remember the aha moment. Remember the aha moment. It's not that it's not going to come back up. It's going to, listen, he walks to and fro. He walks to and fro.
And he don't got no new tricks.
He's constantly walking.
And hoping that if I can get you, if I ain't got to do too much, and I can just poke the same sword and poke the same sword, eventually you'll fall.
Just keep
That's all he got. He got to do.
He walks to and fro. So it doesn't mean that what you dealt with 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks down the road, you're not going to face a same situation.
And God told me you have a remembering problem.
You just got to remember the aha moment that you got 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks later you got to remember the aha moment. That's why you got to. That's why, you have to. Because the Bible says renew your mind daily, but daily you got to think on these things.
Come on.
You got to know, you got to keep yourself, here it is, in the right posture.
Yeah.
To be able to combat the things of this world.
Absolutely.
Because you are still we are in this world, but not of this world.
Absolutely.
You got to go out this door every day.
Be not conformed.
Unless you're gonna sit in this house now during COVID. And you saw what COVID did to us sitting here all day, every day, for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time. But you got to go out there.
You do. You can't just shut yourself up.
Listen, check this out. How about it even got even more better? The world will come on the inside. It'll come right up it'll come up in your house.
In your territory.
In your territory. You don't even have to go out there in it. It will come up. You'll get a phone call.
Come on. As long as you got these little
you'll get a
devices.
Right. You'll get a phone call. You will get a text message.
Come on.
You will get something. The world can come up in your stuff.
Yeah.
But if you remember the aha moment.
Come on. And that's it.
In the same situation that you faced 2 weeks ago, that 2 weeks down the line, it came. If you can remember the aha moment.
You remember. Because the same guy that did it the last time is going to be the same guy that's going to do it this time.
Absolutely.
And we forget that a lot.
We forget it. I said, oh God. I said just a couple of days or so ago. I think it was about at least a couple of days ago. I was sitting there. Matter of fact, it was Monday. May 1st. I was sitting there and I
Crazy
said,
day.
wow, you really brought me out of that, did you?
That's crazy. It's not crazy, but it's
Like, yeah, that was me like, God, I done been all this, and you just, like you really did? Like you really did do that? Like you really did bring my mind.
Yes. Oh,
out of some situations. Like you really did do that today.
Come on.
Like you really did do that. And we forget that God, the same God that delivered you 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, it's the same God that's going to deliver you today.
Right now in this moment.
That's going to deliver you at this very moment.
And you have to just constantly keep that before you. Like you have to constantly keep that choice. That's it. Like constantly keep that choice that you made, because a month ago when we recorded that episode, I made the right choice.
Yeah.
And then a month later,
yeah, you just said
done. I'm over it. But it was like, that's why he's like, go to check the source after.
But this is what you can't allow to happen though. Even that it happened, you can't beat yourself up over it.
Yes.
Because see, that's where the enemy plays on your top. That's the condemnation. That's when he plays on your top. He plays on your top is because you said to yourself, I just got over that. Why am I here? Yes. But this is what you need to focus more on. Focus more on this part right here. Not the part that you done found yourself there again. And that God just brought you out 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The part that you need to focus on is this part right here. It's at the part that I ain't stayed there for 2 months. Come on. I stayed there for 24 hours. 24. And I did. And I stayed there for 2 days.
Listen, I said that thing and I'm like, God, my turnaround time is getting quicker. Right. Because last year that's what you need. It was years. What you take joy in. Yes. I can tell you, somebody counted on joy. I'll give you a testimony today. And I was saying that the gentleman, he asked me, he was like, basically, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you're from. But there's something different about you. You have a glow to you. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's why, because I finally realize and understand, Christy, whatever you're dealing with and whatever you're going on, A, God knows. Absolutely. B, I'm gonna think differently about what I'm dealing with. What actually is going on. Yes. And that's when I start to transform my mind and say, Christy, if you're dealing with this, you're built to take it. Yes. And it's so you're built to take this. This is not about you. Remembering. It's about who you can help. Because you didn't die. You still breathing right now. Breathing. You woke up. You still doing all of these things. Yeah. But there's somebody that is contemplating taking themselves out over this same situation. Absolutely. Get yourself together. Come on. You're built to take this, because I'm going to put you in place. I'm going to put you in place. I put you in place. I trust you. I trust you with this battle. I trust you. Because there's some things that I can't handle that. I feel like I want to take me out. That somebody else can come to me and say, and that has happened. Look, listen, no. Get somebody else. No. Listen, you got this. Yeah. So the Bible says we're helpers of one another. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. So we just got to remember. Yes, that's it. When you combat a same situation, not to fall to pieces and be like, I'm just crazy. I just got this. Why God? That is the natural reaction of, especially when it's like recovering perfectionist. Okay, we talked about it. Like I'm getting out. God is renewing my mind in that area of like, yes. And even though you can know a thing and still not know a thing, I know I'm never going to be perfect, but that does not stop me from wanting to be the best. Yeah. Not even be perfect, but do my best. And even because sometimes when you're saying you're striving for the best, your soul remembers everything. Well, look at like right here. Listen, change your mind set on that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you where the problem comes in at. Is that nobody's perfect. Yes, absolutely.
But God says that He operates in a spirit
of excellence.
Change the way you.
It's not about it.
Change the way you say it, because see what the enemy will do is say, you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect.
Exactly.
You perfect. You got to be perfect. You got to do this. You got to be perfect. You can't. You got to cross every T, dot every I. And that's the enemy telling you that.
That's the condemnation.
But God requires us to have a
spirit of excellence. So you strive for a spirit of excellence. You don't strive for perfection.
No.
But what happened is, because that was something that was very embedded in me in the world before Christ, it's kind of like, what will happen is, like you said, you don't forgive yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that was its own good job, Reek. Like, for me, but that, because it was like, I didn't take that route this time. Like, and it's a day-to-day thing. And I had to realize, and I finally sat down and realized, this is a day-to-day thing. Even though you dealt with that thing before, but you'll be surprised how many people don't think like that. Yeah. I didn't think like that. I didn't think it was a day-to-day. I told you, I make a mistake. Oh, it's the end of the world. Maybe I am trash. Like, immediately I fall to pieces. Mm-hmm. So with this particular situation, when I got it, and when I realized, and when I was watching the episode, and I'm like, God, that's not me right now sitting here. And he was like, okay, turn, repent, and turn. That's it. And nothing in me wanted to beat myself up about being found in that place. Mm-hmm. It was more so like, thank you, God. Like, I didn't stay there. I fell down, but I didn't stay there long. And falling down is guaranteed. You're gonna fall down. You're gonna bump some things. You're gonna make some mistakes. You are going to mess up sometimes. How long do you stay there?
Right. Just don't stay there.
Don't stay there. It is okay to have.
If you want to work on anything, work on your turnaround time.
I know you just said something.
If you really got to dwell on that,
come on,
working on that turnaround.
How can I? And don't even dwell on what just happened. Dwell on, okay, how can I turn this?
How can I turn this quicker? So I won't have to focus on this right here for 30 days and 30 nights.
Come on,
how can I flip this?
There was a time that it would be that. It would be like, I made the same mistake. Like, that was you just gave me an aha moment on that. God, like, cool, that's cool. But guess what? Did you realize it?
Because
when
you dwell on it, I'm telling you, you open that door. And when you open that door, that enemy gonna come in like a flood. He's gonna continue to pound. And then next thing you know, you strung out.
Come on. You're the chokehold.
You're the
chokehold. And now time has gotten away from you. And you're just like, look up.
Like God had to tell me, like the Holy Spirit to tell me, God, I got need of you. Now you starting to get on my nerves.
Listen to me.
You've been dwelling on this for too long.
Listen to me.
I have need of you.
Christy. What's your name? I don't know. Listen to me, sister. Oh, good. I don't got time for you to be doing that right now. I got stuff for you to do.
I have need of you.
I don't got time for you to be doing that right now.
You're dwelling on this stuff. Like, you really dwelling on this?
Guess what? Hey, 24 hours. Bet that up. You remember it was 6 weeks?
Yeah.
You remember it was 6 weeks? You remember when you was depressed for 18 years? You remember? When you was you shut your mouth for 8, like, you remember? Remember when you wouldn't say nothing at all? Like, you could help somebody and you just wouldn't say nothing at all? With your just your testimony, just with you still being alive, just with you overcoming that thing. Get up. Stand up. Yeah. Stand up. I don't got time. Listen, hey, it's cool. It's fine. I corrected it. I corrected you. I stopped you before you made a huge mistake. I was going to make a grandiose. It was going to be grand. It was going to be big. And the enemy was going to be so happy when I did it. Because I was deceived. But guess what, Stank? Guess what? You got it. Yeah. You woke up the next day after them 24 hours and you said, God, what do I need to do? How would you have me approach this? How would you? I told you. I made a choice. I had 2 choices. I did. I was very aware of that. Because when I got off the phone with you, that I still had a choice. That sounds great. That's cool. I still had a choice. And God I think he did it. Like,
he put you to sleep.
He put me right
in some anesthesia.
He put me to.
Yeah,
I'm talking about I didn't
knocked out.
drink. I didn't eat. I didn't use the restroom. I did nothing. I woke up the next morning and was trying to go to work. Mm-hmm. Like, and people were calling me. Like, you. He was like, "You finna."
You know what? That's one of them, like how your mama beat you. Your parents beat you real good. You can't do nothing but sleep. It was one of them kind.
That's really what it felt. It did. That was it. But it was just like, you finna make the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. You finna. I love you. I have too much need for you to make that kind. I ain't got time for them kind of. Mm-hmm. No, because you heard me, and he knew that I heard him. My spirit heard him. My flesh just was like, I ain't trying to hear that. But my spirit heard, and I'm just like, I'm trying to tell. I can tell you everything you said to me, but the look on my face, I was looking at me like,
right,
sure, great, like you got this, sister. Yeah, all right. I was so happy. Oh, I was saying, I was like, God, I'm gonna get off the phone. Like, she can't get no call or nothing. Like, you ain't call. I can't hang up. Like, I'm literally like, I'm really not trying to hear that. But I thank God for that. Like, and I thank God, and if you would sit still, you will realize that God do that to you too. Like, he give you an opportunity. He's gracious enough to be like, I don't think you should do that. Like, now, like I said, when he gave me that chance and he gave me what the consequences were going to be, I still had a choice. I had a choice to be like, to choose God or to choose what I felt in that moment. Like, when I woke up that next morning, I still had a choice. When I went to sleep that next night, I still had the bulk of it is remembering that you have a choice, but there is only one right choice, and you have to choose. And what people say, no answer is an answer. Yeah. No answer is an answer. If I text you and I ask you something and you don't write me back, you just like, I ain't gonna answer it. That is an answer. That's imagine God writing you, hey, what will you do in this situation? And you just decide to do nothing. You just decide to sit up in your house and just coop yourself in. You are making a choice. Right. Because if you're not doing what I told you to do, you chose. You chose. You chose. Right. You chose. So you have a choice.
You have a choice.
But you have to choose.
Make the right choice.
Make the right choice.
Please make the right choice.
Please, because y'all, we is not sitting here telling y'all these are wrong choices. With all these bad decisions.
I'm reaping these consequences, but I thank God I'm on the other side.
Come on.
I feel myself.
Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Change your mind.
Change your mindset.
Change your mind.
I told God that morning I was going to work.
That got to do with choices. Change your mind.
I told God I did. I think that's what did it, because it was I did this before May 1st. Mm-hmm. But I can't remember where I was at, but I told God, I said, Lord, I did this. Mm-hmm. I did this. Yeah. It's okay. Everything that I'm dealing with right now, everything that I'm facing, everything that's going on in my life right now, I did that. Mm-hmm. Basically, me telling you, I made the choice.
Yeah, I made the choice.
I said, but God, I do appreciate you.
You gonna say that?
Riding with me in these consequences.
You better say that.
And I said, Lord, I know I got to go through this, but allow me to go through it so I can help somebody else.
Absolutely.
So I can help somebody so they won't go down this path.
Same exact.
You
don't got to.
Please, and I did. That was the morning I was praying. That was the morning I was praying. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was the morning I was praying. I was praying. Well, I pray every morning, but this particular
it was a particular.
This is what I was saying about that this morning. I was praying and I said, Lord, I just want to help somebody. Mm-hmm. If I can help somebody not have to deal with what I have to deal with or I have dealt with,
to God be the glory.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm good.
I'm
good with that. I'm good with that. And I said, God, as a matter of fact, lead me to somebody in this day.
Yeah.
that I would be able to help them with what I'm dealing with right now.
Come on.
I'm talking about right now
today.
What I'm dealing with right now. Lead that person to me.
Yeah.
Or lead me to those people.
Yeah.
So I can stop them right in their track.
Hey, let me tell you something. I got something for you.
I got a testimony.
Yeah.
I got a testimony.
God has been good. Listen, you ain't gotta do that.
You ain't gotta do that.
You don't gotta do that.
And guess what? He did just that.
Oh yes. I remember you telling me that.
He did just that.
Absolutely.
So I'm good. That's why I had to tell the gentleman that asked me about the glow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I had to tell him. The mental and physical pain that I have been through through my life,
Lord.
I finally have understood. Hey, you were built for this. This is not about you.
Yes.
This is for somebody else that
not
built for this particular situation. Yes. We all built for something.
But they don't feel
this particular
like they can
situation,
make it.
I'm built for this.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's the glow you see.
Mm-hmm.
That's the smile you see.
Yeah.
Because I finally realized, okay, fine. I got to do this.
Got to do that. Yeah.
Hey,
and that's real. And it takes you. It takes getting to that moment, and you get to that moment, and when you get to that, you just gotta hold on to that thing. Yeah. Hold on.
Absolutely.
To that knowing.
The enemy gonna come. The enemy definitely gonna come.
Oh, you got good, please. You finna pass out today. You finna die. Today. You finna die today.
You finna die right now.
But you gotta really hold on to that. And like, God is very intentional. And God is intentional. Like, you don't go through things just to be it's at random. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if it is something that you're going through, like you said, you're built to take it. And if you're going through it, you're built to take it too. You just might need me to help you see that you are built to take it. Because it would not be happening to you if you were not able to take it. So it's like keeping that mindset that God is intentional and that all things do work together for your good, and all things don't just happen. Like, it's strategic, because you might run into somebody at Walmart 2 years from now that's just like, you can see it on them, and God will I'm talking about highlight that. Like you said, you prayed that, and then somebody came to you, and it was immediately.
I
wasn't
even thinking about that prayer no more.
Had something for them. You had something for them.
I wasn't even thinking about that prayer no more. Like, what is that? Okay, God, God had to say, remember. Okay, yeah,
crazy
Lord.
remembering problem.
Let me stop right now
and handle this, like, because that's what we're here for. We are here to be helpers on one another. We're here to sharpen other iron and to keep them encourage each other, like lean on each other, love each other, just do those things, because it's just nice to be nice.
Nice to be nice.
It's just nice to be nice. You know what it's like to have a bad day. Why would you make somebody else? Why would you let somebody else sit in a bad day and you can stop it? Right. You have the testimony. You have it. You have it in you. Amen. Oh, you danced with me. Y'all saw that? If y'all are listening, I suggest y'all go to the YouTube and see it. She kind of hit a little.
My shoulders.
Maybe I'm just at the.
No. Good night, y'all.
You get on my nerves. Anyway, the Shameless Plug. Oh, yeah. See, look at you trying to get it. No, good night. No.
I am sleeping.
Good night.
I'm sleeping and hungry. That's a bad combination.
That's always your combination.
Bad combination.
You are. Let's get on the stove. Are you ready? Yes. No. Yes. You are?
Yes, I'm ready.
The Shameless Plug for tonight is
Faith No Fear clothing.
It looks so good. Like, I wish y'all could.
I wish I could see the back, but I can't turn around. I can't stand up and turn around. Oh, I'm gonna take my glasses off, y'all. I can't see what nothing. But tonight's Shameless Plug is Faith No Fear clothing.
Yes,
and I am
Eli Thomas.
Eli Thomas.
Yes.
A good friend of mine. Yes. A new friend of mine. I'm meeting new friends. I love that.
Period.
I love that for me, y'all. I do. I'm meeting some good friends. But yeah, so met him and we got to talking about his clothing line. I was like, oh, I do too. Just
Yes.
which is I'm gonna rock just
Come
be,
on,
y'all.
period, rising queen though.
I'm gonna wear my brand.
Come on, hello.
So,
you the billboard.
I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna sleep in it. I'm gonna work in it.
All of it.
I'm gonna go
to the grocery
in
store in it.
I'm
All of
in
it.
So we do got Just Be up under here, which is stay tuned. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so yeah, so we got to talking about that, and he said, so I was like, okay. He was like, I want to send you some things. I'm like, okay. So he did. So he sent me some t-shirts and this jacket.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're watching this, Mr. Thomas, I'm jealous. So
I am so. This is my sister, by the way,
Mr. Thomas. I'm jealous. Okay.
So I absolutely. Let me tell you how good God is. First of all, let me give you a quick how good God is testimony real quick. I actually was looking at getting a jacket like this. I like the jersey type style jacket.
Like a Letterman jacket.
Yeah, like a Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
And so someone had found a site and they were like, hey, yeah, I found the jacket that you like. And they ordered them one. Matter of fact, a red and white one. And I'm like, okay. But I never got mine. It's all good though. It's good.
Okay.
It's all good. So I had wanted one of these. And I didn't know that he actually had the jersey type jackets. Yeah. But it's not heavy. Yeah. So it's like a fleece. It's like a fleece kind. But if you know me, I stay cold 24/7, 7 days a week.
Even when it's not days cold.
A year. If it's 80 degrees outside, I had a whole hoodie on today in the house. I was freezing. So crazy. I love stuff like this where it's not too heavy, but it's not light. Yes. So he was like, I'm gonna see you some stuff. And I was like, good, I'm gonna see you some stuff, and I'm gonna see you some stuff. Yes, I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. Stay tuned. We got something popping. So I wanna give you that instead of some of what we used to have. But anyway, but when he sent it, he's like, I have a surprise for you. He was like, tell me what you think. I was like, get that up. So when I got it, I looked at the shirt, love the shirts. Because you know me, I'm a girl.
She's a fabric.
I am a fabric filler. Is that a name? A fabric
Probably
filler?
not. But okay.
Well, I like to touch things. I like things to feel on my body. Yes. I like it to. I'm a girl. Rough. I don't like rough stuff. I don't want to feel itchy. I don't want to feel like a man when I put it, because I love t-shirts. Yeah. I love t-shirts. Absolutely. I don't want to feel like a man when I put a t-shirt on. I want to feel like a lady. So I did. So because our t-shirts is nice. We got Bella King. But t-shirt felt amazing.
Yeah. It's really good fabric.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's quality. They're very quality t-shirts.
Very
this jacket
quality.
Is very
quality.
Absolutely.
Like amazing. Yeah. I was just like, wow. Because when I looked at it, to be honest, I was like, this is gonna be like a man. It fits my body.
And she throws it in my face a lot because she wears it.
It looks good. I don't want to rate me yet, but it looks good. So anyway, this was the surprise. I feel some kind of way. But the testimony about it was, it's the same kind of jacket
that you wanted. Period. Because God.
Same color and everything. I was gonna get the red and white one. So yeah, it has his logo.
Yes. Faith
this
no
is his
fear.
logo. I don't know if y'all guys can see that. Faith no fear. And he has an awesome testimony behind it. He told me the testimony. Okay. An awesome testimony behind how he came up with this logo, and I began to tell him about Just Be, how we come up with Just Be. Because he's like, that's all you have. Because that's his brand is everything is faith no fear. It's on everything. It's on this, it's on that, it's on this, it's on that. And so I gave him our testimony about how Just Be came about. How we just like, that was it. We just knew. So my phone went. So I want to give you, and we'll put it in the caption.
Yes,
but,
so everything will be in the caption.
Yeah, he's very professional. He has a business phone because it's his business.
Period. We need to
he got an IG, he got a website. You can go order it online. Yes. So it ain't no shade tree, no mom and pop
Flip
type thing.
Plan,
He
Rev
actually has a
Sham.
website. He actually has a website.
You're so funny.
Facebook, for real. That's real. I saw that TikTok video. She was like, we doing invoices this year. So you do invoices. Like, we doing invoices this year. We is not doing. Can you get me a
Text
large
messages.
text? We ain't doing that. We doing invoices this year.
Invoices.
Invoices.
As a matter of fact, go to the www. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have all his information.
Yes.
So
we will
Eli
put it
Thomas.
Eli Thomas.
I applaud you, friend.
Yes, very quality.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I love it.
Yes.
So that's what I have on red tonight, y'all. Now this can't go as mine. This ain't his.
You were so all right, y'all. Yeah, she tired.
Just because y'all was looking at it, it's not his, it's mine. This can't go belongs to Christy. But this jacket is definitely given. I love it.
Yes. I love it. I like the quality of it.
Me too. I love the quality of it.
I like it's like it's fleece. It's not heavy or anything. Because like when you think of a Letterman jacket, you usually think of that.
It's heavy. It's itchy.
Yes.
But it feels really good.
Yes. So
like, I told him. I think he has joggers with it too.
Ooh,
he does have joggers.
Love
with
a good jogger.
Yeah, I told him. I said, yeah. He's like, I didn't know, but hey, I want them joggers.
All right, okay. that is all that we have for you today. So, thank you so much for joining us. You ready? You're so funny. Yeah, we gotta get her out of here. All right. Good morning.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good night.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all.